How you doing? Good. How you doing? Good evening. This is Suleiman Ayaskar from Professional Boxing. I just want to make a little short video with some boxing news, or a little chit chat about boxing before I go to bed today. So yeah, Dillian White's gonna fight Joseph Parker, and everybody's going for Joseph Parker except me. I think Dillian White could create an upset. Dillian White has great boxing ability. He's starting to show it now, especially when he fought Lucas Brown. The way he dismantled Lucas Brown was unbelievable. I mean, he used every punch in his skill asset in that fight, and then he meshed it together and was able to knock out Lucas Brown with a ferocious left hook and finish the fight. Um, so that fight was a beautiful fight, and it created a it created an opportunity for him to win this fight against to win this fight against to fight this fight against Lucas Brown. I mean, Joseph Parker. Remind me, I got my dog barking for a minute. So yeah, Joseph Parker, and it's gonna be a must-see fight. Um, Everybody wants to see that fight. I don't think Joseph Parker could do anything spectacular in that fight to win. What Joseph Parker has is he's pretty lethargic. They was trying to develop his jab and his boxing style at an early stage of his career, and it didn't work properly. He by luck he won that belt when he fought Andy Ruiz Jr. And the reason was that Andy Ruiz used the wrong game plan. If Andy Ruiz would have used four punch combinations and was a little more aggressive, he would have took that belt and probably defended much better than him. He squeaked by against Hughie Fury. A lot of people think Hughie Fury did enough to win that fight and win that title, but they gave the title to him. And a lot of UK fans really like Dillian White. His boxing ability. He's an ex-European champion. Ex has a couple of other regional titles in the UK. And if he manages to win this fight, it's gonna be an in-house fight coming up, most probably against AJ. And to tell you the truth, he has developed a boxing style that could create fits for AJ. Okay, AJ is a little more slower than him, even though AJ has a little much more punching power. But Dillian White could get into him, slip his jab, use his boxing ability, and probably, if he stays in his A game with no injuries or nothing, he could probably squeak by with a split decision. Um, if anybody could beat AJ in his prime, it could be him because he fought him before. He knows AJ's style. He even hurt him in the first fight. So if he manages to win this Joseph Parker fight and negotiations go through and it's an in-house fight for Eddie Hearns, that means Eddie Hearns could create a lot of revenue in this fight and market both of his fighters. This is the fight everybody wants to see, and you know, Deontay Wilder had the opportunity. Unfortunately, the contract stagnated and it didn't go through. Okay, and I'm not seeing Wilder moving on at this time. He still hasn't signed to fight anybody. So at the end of the day, people have to pay bills and have to move on. The show has to go on. Okay, so now I'm gonna go talk about now for a moment about Danny Garcia against Sean Porter. Some people say Sean Porter is big and he's a true welterweight and he might give some problems to Danny Garcia, but I don't think so. Um, Sean Porter, I don't care how many times people say that his father's teaching him to train, but the kid's not boxing. He has a mauling, brawling style. He smothers his own punches. Um, he loses control when people hug him. Um, in the clinch, we saw that when he fought Kell Brook. Uh, he hasn't knocked out anybody of relevance except Andre Berto and Paulie Malignaggi when he was champion. I haven't seen him put anybody away. Um, But on the other hand, Danny Garcia became WBC champion at the 147-pound division. At that division, I know he also was unified champion at 140. He beat a couple of very credible fighters. The last fight he beat was Brandon Rios, an ex lightweight champion that came up, and also a 140-pound champ that came up to the 147-pound division and was making a comeback. People say he looked good in the fight, but Danny Garcia wore him out. Also, Brandon Rios went left hook hand, little left hook hand crazy, and got caught out there and got put away. So by saying that, Sean Porter sometimes throws a lot of left hooks. He tries to smother. If he does that game plan with those sloppy left hooks against Danny Garcia is much sharper. He has a flat-footed, power forward style. He's gonna break him down to the body. There's nothing in the repertoire that Sean Porter has that could beat him. I mean, Danny Garcia got a better left hook, better right hand, better jab, much more aggressive. At the end of the day, I see Danny Garcia breaking him down by 6, 7 rounds and walking him down and knocking him out. If the size is a difference, maybe he might go the distance. But Sean Porter is just an average for 147 pounder. Has avoided Errol Spence all through the way. Multiple times that fight has been offered to him, and his father said that he pays sanctioning fees and all that. I mean, if he fights Errol Spence, and just to get the title, and that fight alone, he could probably make up all the sanctioning fee money that he made. So it doesn't make no sense him saying that he's paying sanctioning fees to the WBA. And I think they picked Danny Garcia because Danny Garcia looks like the smallest fighter in that division that he could probably bully in the ring. But I think he's the one that's going to get bullied. We're going to see that. Now, talking about the 135-pound division. 135-pound division, we have Mikey Garcia against Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr. is a tall IBF 135-pound champion that has defended his title multiple times against top-tier contenders. Okay, he's been hit. He's been hit because he likes to fight on the inside. He's effective on the inside. Okay, people say, "Oh, why he don't fight tall? He has all that reach, but he's not using it." But he's effective. He feels comfortable in there. He's winning fights with that style. His trainer feels comfortable with him. He hasn't shown any time that he's been hurt. Only when he fought Cormier, Cormier managed to stumble him, and they counted as a knockdown. But he hurt Cormier later on the fight and became champion of the world. Okay, so and then Mikey Garcia, in the meantime, has been all over the place. Okay, became a 140-pound champ, vacated, went back down to 135, and 135 he fought a champion and became WBC champ. I forgot his name. I don't want to misspell his name. And he also fought Broner in between those two fights. Okay, and managed to beat Broner on points, because Broner wasn't fighting the right game plan. If Broner would have attacked his soft body and would have fought the right way, fight small, like Robert Easter Jr. is used to fighting, and what's hilarious, they're both friends. If he would have fought small in that division, in that title, that fight, which was not a title fight, and attacked his body more religiously during the fight, hey, he might have won the decision. Okay, he might have hurt the guy, but he didn't. Okay, and now we're gonna see Robert Easter, a close friend of Adrian Broner, who's from Ohio. Robert Easter, and he's from Titletown, Ohio, and he might just upset Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, he never has a six-pack. I don't understand that. You're a world champion. You don't have a full-time job. This is your full-time job, to be a professional boxer, a prize fighter that wants to get all the accolades in professional boxing, and you're a multi-division champ, and you don't have a six-pack. I don't understand that. I mean, he should do 1,000 crunches. At least 4 or 5 times a week. and get that six pack out of the way. You know what I mean? Something in his diet that's not giving him that. He's not looking solid in there. And on the other hand, Bobby Easton Jr. got the six pack. He probably got no body weight, and that's gonna take. That's his lack of how you call working out, his lack of inspired training, uh, it might affect him in this fight because Bobby Easton Jr. is gonna come in tip-top shape. He's gonna bring the fight to him. I don't think they're gonna change his fighting style at all. I mean, they say they teach him how to box a little long range. Maybe if he gets hurt, you use that, but I doubt that. He's gonna be in the pocket with Mikey Garcia all the way. Mikey Garcia is gonna be completely stunned because he's being hit with body shots and everything. The kid's gonna land first because he's longer, taller. He's gonna give Mikey Garcia a fight that he's not used to. Mikey Garcia was also dropped in 130-pound division. He was dropped by Rocky Roman Martinez, and he was dropped, okay, by a guy that Lomachenko knocked out to become WBO champion. Even though Rocky Martinez was a multiple time champion at that division, he won the WBO I think once, or I mean 2 or 3 times. That guy right there, he was a title holder at best, and he dropped Mikey Garcia, and Mikey Garcia won the fight, but he was dropped. Okay, and what I'm wondering is if this guy who is a 235 pounder, who's acclimated to the 135-pound division, starts tagging him with shots. Is Mikey Garcia gonna stumble, fall, get rocked, get dropped? What does he do if he gets dropped by Robert Easter? Can Robert Easter go to the next level and knock him out? Uh, what if Robert Easter is fights in a faster pace? Okay, and what's gonna happen to Mikey Garcia when he gets tired in the later rounds after getting hit to the body for 4 or 5 rounds and by a younger, stronger opponent that hasn't been defeated? Okay, this is gonna be a good fight. We're gonna see a lot of questions answered in this fight by seeing these two opponents go at it. We're gonna see a lot of things in this fight. We're gonna see who's gonna be the next contender to fight Lomachenko, and also Jose Pedraza is gonna fight Raimundo Beltran. They're both top-ranked fighters. I guess that's an in-house fight right there, and we're gonna see what happens if Jose Pedraza wins that fight by decision, or Raimundo Beltran manages to land that ferocious left hook he has and put him away. The winner of those two is gonna probably be a good fight for the winner of Robert Easter and Mikey Garcia, and then after that they go fight Lomachenko because that's the big money fight. So yeah, this is what we want to see. Going back to Dillian White, I don't know, man. This guy seems to be a little lethargic. Joseph Parker is a little lethargic. He seems to be frustrated in there when he's fighting world class opponents. Even when he was champion, he was frustrated. He doesn't let his hands go too much. He doesn't back up. He as like a real good boxer. So at the end of the day, Dillian White has a better skill. I say in boxing, he has better lateral movement. He throws his jab much better. His right hand, he has a beautiful 1-2. His his jab, and then he throws the right hand right after the jab. He has everything, and then he also knows how to finish. Fighting with Derek Chisora in that big fight that he fought Derek Chisora, I think that was like he was put through the gauntlet in that fight, and that took him to the next level because he's fighting much better now, and I hope he continues to do that and knocks Joseph Parker out so we could see a fight between him and AJ. Maybe if he upset AJ, maybe this guy Dillian White will want to fight Deontay, and they could negotiate that fight. You know what I mean? I don't know if AJ will have a rematch clause in that fight, but after he gets rid of AJ and wins the rematch, also I would like to see him do what AJ didn't want to do, and that's make a fight with Deontay Wilder and have a so we could have a unified heavyweight champion of the world. Um, Billy Joe Sanders Jr. Billy Joe Sanders Jr. is gonna fight Boo Boo Andrade, Demetrius Boo Andrade. Demetrius Boo Andrade was WBO 154-pound champ, and at that time, Peter Quinn was champion of 160-pound division, and he was instructed to vacate that belt instead of defending it against Matt Korobov, the number one WBO contender. When he vacated that belt, they put Andy Lee in there with Matt Korobov, and I don't know how he knocked Matt Korobov out. Became champion, defended it a couple of times, and then they put him with Billy Joe, and Billy Joe dropped him twice. A guy that's tall that was actually fighting at 168 and came down to become a champion of the world. People say he wasn't that good. He was getting tagged, and he will have lucky knockouts winning the fights. But at the end of the day, Billy Joe Sanders beat Andy Lee and became champion of the world. Between injuries, postponed fights, weight gain, and all that, he still has managed to be champion still. He won that belt, and I think 2015 he's been champion for 3 years. Can Billy Joe Sanders handle a guy that's acclimated to the weight? Can Billy Joe Sanders beat a very, very crafty southpaw who is big, who's also from the UK? That means that you really don't know how much craftiness he might have because you haven't seen him fight. You haven't heard about anybody in the United States that fought him. Billy Joe Sanders beat Chris Eubank Jr. before he became champion of the world. Everybody says, "Oh, but Chris Eubank Jr. is not that good. Little Bolo, to me, he likes to throw his uppercuts like crazy in the fights. Throws a lot of punches. At the end of the day, he beat him. Okay, he beat Lemieux. Lemieux he punches like a mule, and Lemieux beat a lot of good fighters. Man, he beat Gabe Rosado. He beat a lot of good fighters. Became IBF champion also. He beat Hassan Ndam for that belt and became champion of the world immediately with no fear. Signed a good payday fight in a unification bout with Triple G. Triple G had to change his game plan when he fought him. Triple G was pumping the jab, using the jab to create openings and to confuse and to create just knock Lemieux out of his game plan. Okay, and he was able to knock out Lemieux. Lemieux, everybody thought he was gonna be over with that. He rebounded from that, and eventually, you know what I'm saying, went back into title contention, and they put him against Billy Joe. He lost by Billy Joe. People say, "Oh wow, Billy Joe beat Lemieux, and he looked good. How come he's not a pound for pound fighter entry? He beating a lot of good high quality guys at 160." And to tell the truth, I don't know why they don't put him in there. He's undefeated. He's been a champion for over 3 years. Big guys like Lemieux, big guys like Andy Lee, went the distance with Willie Monroe. The only other unified champion there is Triple G, and they have Triple G in the pound for pound, but they don't have Billy Joe. I don't understand that. So if this question has to be answered, this is how you answer it: by Billy Joe beating Boo Boo Andrade. If Billy Joe dispatches Boo Boo Andrade in a spectacular fashion, I think he should be placed in the pound for pound immediately. That's a man that deserves to be put there. I mean, he's being no, by beating Boo Boo Andrade in a spectacular fashion, he proves to people that he's the best 160-pound fighter besides Triple G. Okay, and once Triple G dispatches Canelo, I don't think Canelo has a chance against Triple G, even though Triple G is a little older. Canelo is he's small. He's a small middleweight, small southpaw. He fights in spurts. He stays in the ropes too much. I don't know. Once this Triple G, he looked very, very, very aggressive in his last fight against Vanes Martirosyan. Once Triple G starts landing those punches and those hooks and all that. I think he's gonna dispatch him. He's gonna take the fight out of Canelo, and he's gonna make sure that it's not gonna go to the judges because he won the first fight, but it went to the judges. And this man is so popular. This Canelo guy is so popular, they made it a draw. So I don't think Triple G's this fight is gonna go the distance. Triple G is gonna make sure that he's gonna win by emphatic knockout. Okay, once he gets this out of the way, I know he has a couple of top contenders like Gamal Charlo and for the WBC. He already was strict for the IBF. I don't know, maybe he could negotiate something that the Billy Joe Saunders fight could take place. Once this fight takes place, the only guy that might give Triple G problems will be Billy Joe Saunders with his boxing style, because he could fight a whole fight from long distance. If he could manage to fight 12 rounds, him connecting from long distance against Triple G, who is getting older, who's been through wars already, with Canelo, with all these other guys, with Danny Jacobs and all that, and he manages to win and become a unified champion, then he's gonna have to fight Gamal Charlo. Gamal Charlo he's gonna try to take that belts from him, but he might have a chance against Gamal with his southpaw slick boxing style. If he beats him, then he's gonna have to unify against Danny Jacobs. So he's gonna have a rough time. He's gonna have to be in his A game all through the way if he wants to become undisputed champ. By this fight's taking place, it also gives the opportunity to Gamal and to Danny Jacobs, who's gonna fight for the vacant IBF champion against that gentleman with 12 fights. He's 12 and 0 with 10 knockouts. I don't know his name, but he's a Russian, Ukrainian cat that everybody's talking about. I don't want to mispronounce his name. So this guy, this guy's gonna fight against Danny Jacobs. If Danny Jacobs managed to beat him, Danny Jacobs also is a Golden Glove champ, that became pro. They used to call him the Golden Child. So if the Golden Child, he has another nickname now. If the Golden Child Danny Jacobs manages to win this belt and pushes for unification with one of these possible champions. Right now, Triple G has the belts, but you never know. One of these possible champions are like Billy Joe Saunders or Triple G. Then him with that size advantage that has, that confidence, he might create an upset. So the 160-pound division is hot. It's gonna be full of a lot of good fights in the future. Gamal has a chance to become a unified world champion in this division. Be a role model to his young brother who is going through problems right now with his DV charge. Hope the WBC sets him up with some kind of counseling or something, so he could be a better role model for people as a champion. But they should not strip him. They should not strip him from his title. For him to go through hardship this time with this possible conviction. He's been arrested but not convicted yet, so we don't know. But Gamal needs a lot of help right now, a lot of support from people. We should not abandon him to the situation now. He needs a lot of support so he could get over this. He also needs to know how to do a proper courtship with his future spouses and girlfriends and fiancés and so forth. So he could not fall victim to this situation ever again. If a girl, lashes out, whatever, you gotta take a deep breath, man. You're a champion of the world, man. You gotta have proper conduct, man. You're walking with that big, bullseye in your chest, man. So you gotta have the proper conduct and be a role model, even to your girlfriend, to your fiance, to your wife, that you have the proper character and the champion attitude to move on in life to bigger and better things. So Gamal has to be there for his his twin brother, and help him or pass through his stage right now this time, which is very sad because I like Gamal. Gamal to me is the best 154-pound champion at this time. He has the skill asset, the boxing style. Even though Jamie became champion, he still needs to to show me that he could box as good as Gaman. That snap on his punches and everything. So even though Jamie might in a couple of years might be better than Gaman, I mean Gamel. Uh, at this time, Gamal has the boxing advantage. Gamal could beat guys with a javelin. We seen it when he fought Vanes. He fought Vanes Maraboshin. This jab was boxing all through the fight and beat him. We see him in other fights that he could just win with a jab. That's how good Gamel is. So I just hope he overcomes this problem and moves to bigger and better things. And that's about it, man. I think I covered all the fights. Let me see. Oh, Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora is fighting too. He's fighting this guy Takam, the one that fought the headbutter, the one that fought Carlos Takam, the one that headbutted Anthony Joshua in a title fight. And Anthony Joshua wore him out, and they stopped the fight. They knocked him. He won by TKO. So yeah, Takam brings a lot of powerful pressure style. If we're gonna see if Derek Chisora still has something in his fuel tank, so to win this fight, he has a lot of losses now on his resume. He's been beaten by many top tier fighters, but can the ex British, I think European and Commonwealth champion win this fight and possibly secure a fight with some other top heavyweight? I mean, I think the last loss he has on his resume when for the vacant European Championship. No, he contested the European champion against Amit Kabayet. Amit Kabayet is a Turkish German, a native Turkish German living in Germany. Okay, and he's the current European champion at this time, and he defeated Derek Chisora in his last loss, and now he's gonna fight Carlos Takam in a crossroads fight. I guess they're fighting for gatekeeper status. They want to see who's the best gatekeeper, or who's the best, best barometer fighter in the heavyweight division in the UK area. So if the winner of this fight will be the guy they call, like a Tyson Fury will call as the next possible opponent, maybe. To me, I think Derek Chisora might still have some in the fuel tank to beat Carlos Takam. Takam takes a lot of punches. He's very aggressive though. He's strong, so he's gonna have to be in his A game to beat him. And that's a good fight, man. A good fight for the undercard of Dillian White and Joseph Parker, man. That's gonna be a good fight, man. That's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna get the fans excited. So when Dillian White knocks out Joseph Parker, they're gonna have that blood hot. I mean, so yeah, Eddie Hearn says, I can't believe it, man. He's putting a good card this time, man. A good card with good fighters. He's going out of his way, man. So yeah, man. Big up to Eddie Hearn for throwing this fight. Having this boxing card there. I hope it works out for him, man. I hope he learns how to negotiate with people. I hope he creates better treaties and negotiations with American promoters, and takes this to a bigger and better thing. You know what I mean? We also, yeah, I think this is about it, man. Listen, you guys have a great day, a great evening. This is Suleiman I Oscar once again with professional boxing, and you guys take care. Bye.